Hi, good morning. We're going to be talking about Chapter 17, Electoral Systems. This is a particularly difficult chapter, so just be sure to sort of read carefully and follow along. The first three, the first sort of concept the book talks about are the three different theorems, right? May's theorem, which says that a simple majority rule is the only system that can simultaneously satisfy some desirable conditions for choosing between two alternatives, right? So they lay out some conditions. You can read those in the chapter for what would be sort of a fair system. And May's theorem says that single member district systems are the only ones that can sort of fairly allocate seats. And then you have, excuse me, the median voter theorem from Downs and others is the idea that so long as sort of the ideological dimensions are unidimensional, just on a single line, that the median voter will win the election, right? And that parties will go after the median voter, and the median voter will tend to be the most important ideology to sort of propound. And the median voter will, you know, at least logically and theoretically, using these mathematical principles, hold the tie breaking vote, the winning vote. And then you have Arrow's theorem, and Arrow is very pessimistic. Arrow said there is no system that can simultaneously both provide consistency and fairness in the election. So Arrow is very sort of skeptical of May's and the rational choice variants. The chapter also talks a little bit about electoral inversion. You guys should know that term. Electoral inversion is when the vote winner, the majority winner, does not actually win the vote, right? So this happens in the United States quite often because of our because of our why is it slipping my mind? Electoral college. There we go. Because we don't elect our president directly, and instead we elect our electoral college representatives to then vote on the president. And because the electoral college is sort of skewed toward rural states rather than urban states, we often see, I wouldn't say often, but it does happen, and especially a lot more in recent times. We see sort of this inversion, electoral inversion that occurs. So this occurred during the Abraham Lincoln election when he was facing off against Stephen Douglas. It occurred in 2000 for George Bush, where George Bush lost the election, but he actually became the president. And then, of course, in 2016, it happened again where Hillary Clinton clobbered him in the sort of national election, but she still lost because of the electoral college system. So electoral inversion can be a real problem, right? It can cause real sort of consternation with the political system and suggest that the political system isn't working and that a particular party's votes, in the United States case, the Democrats' votes are less worthwhile than Republican votes. So it's a concerning issue, and there's a lot of sort of theoreticians, political scientists, economists, and even politicians that are suggesting that we should get rid of the electoral college and just have a plain old vote. There are three variants of proportional representation. We'll talk about those. You have list systems. This is the idea that the voter votes for a particular political party and not a representative per se. And then once they calculate the vote and they calculate which parties get which seats, the parties actually put through their candidates, right? So the actual electors don't get a chance to choose their particular candidate. They can only choose the party who then chooses the candidate for them. There are some problems with this. There are rounding problems in trying to determine who gets the seats. I'll let you guys sort of just read over the math there. And these systems tend to be very large district magnitude. A good example would be Israel, where every member of their Knesset is voted in a single district. Their entire country is a single district, and every member comes out of that single district, and to go sit in the Knesset. So that's list systems. Then we have single transferable votes, right? These are ranked ballots. So you go in and you rank each of the potential representatives from, say, 1 to 10, and then they take those rankings and they determine who wins seats in each district. These STV votes tend to be smaller electoral districts. And then you have sort of what they call additional member systems, but are generally called mixed member systems. So Germany would be a good example. This is where you have both PR and SMD systems in the same state. So Germany will elect some representatives from the PR system, and then some representatives have a single member district system. So yeah, Germany is a really good example of this. That's all I've got for you for chapter 17. I will see you in the next one for chapter 18. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.